some guns, some big ass engines, which would definitely be useful. That actually looks like... is that a tall turret in itself? Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome back to Let's Play Empyrion Reforged Eden. I'm 7foot Dust Bunny, and today we're going to start off by noting this. I finished the quest and I pressed F1 and it said, hang on, yeah, where was it? There we go. It basically ended up by saying that we finished the quest, congratulations, developer note, this mission is incomplete, there are a lot of other missions to do in this scenario. Now, I'm sure in the original Project Eden, the quest went beyond this. So we might start trying to see whether we can do Dead Worlds, or something like that, because I haven't done Dead Worlds. Forge and Drone Lands, I think that's slightly beyond our ken at the moment. Science and research points, research unlock points. Sure, we can do some of that at some point as well. And we have survey the beta system and habitable systems. Now we can survey the beta system, but that's fairly and fairly straightforward. I don't believe there's much beyond that anyway. So let's have a look at Lost Worlds, and then we'll probably try and have a look at some of the Object 82 stuff and things like that. But I'll be honest, I'm going to look at it, and what I may end up doing is slightly finagling the system, because as you may have guessed by recent videos and things like, I am pushed for time in my lifestyle at the moment. So the idea of grinding thousands of data or hundreds of data caches for the data cache information may not be going to happen. I have a solution for this, but some will not like it, which is namely console. So let's start off by looking at what we got from the mission last time. This is everything we got. Particularly the advanced heavy armor will be awesome. Another auto miner core, fair enough. An improved CPU extender for a capital vessel. I don't know how many of those we've got on board at the moment. I don't remember. Core, we've got a basic extender, and that's all we've got. So we can afford to slap an improved one in. Ow. And there might even be a gap up here big enough for us to stick it in. Like right there. Prepared for it. And I'm sure I also left some available gaps up here behind the thing, though I think they've got fuel tanks in them at the moment. Anywho, I will probably stick it up here for now, just to make sure that it's useful to us in the short term. So let's grab that, and okay, because we're linked to food. Yep, fair enough. There we go. Let's link to the dump box for now, and we will actually put that one into play, which will straight away be a big help, because suddenly we're going to be more efficient because we have a whole bunch of spare CPU. And on top of that, if I remember rightly, I think is it in completed blocks or output? Not output, clearly. In complete blocks, I had a funny feeling I had another plasma turbine. Yes, which uses 5000 CPU, but, for example, that can live. Which way round would I like it to go? Let's decide by looking at it here. I think I want it to go the other way around. That way round, and straight away that will end up going. We walk out this way. I need to turn the jetpack on, otherwise I'm gonna sink and lost my position. And you can chuck it. It should fit, if I've done this right, should fit right there. Yoink, like so. Now, possibly should have gone the other way around, and there should be, then I should be able to just chuck a block in the space here. So for example, if I get a steel block, let's turn my bar back on, and I'm going to copy that and make sure it's that kind of block, and plop that in, and voila, this then should be getting back close to airtight. Not sure if it is quite airtight yet, but still. And then straight away we should now, let's get back down and see the CPU situation. We should now, power situation, consumption 0.2 kilowatts. Fantastic. You see, we now have, even with our shields on, let's turn our shields on. But even with our shields on, they're currently recharging. But once they're recharged, it'll be way less than that. We're going to have like 140 hours of operation time. And if we slap another one in, we're basically going to be running forever. Which is fantastic news and will be, you know, really good at helping to keep our power system under control. Here we go, look, 144 hours. There. 144 hours. If I put another one in, it would basically be infinite hours in standby mode with the shields up, which is perfect. So, for now, I am going to see if I can find any Lost World items to look at. Let's have a look at that. And we can always go back and, as I say, look at things like the science and unlock points. I think if you do this, this will just say, looking for researchers to assist with studying an Andromeda character, bring them a research report. They can provide you with unlock points. So we'll see. You can create research reports from various tiers in the decorations tab. So we might have a look at that and see if we can do that when we're getting in the vicinity of a UCH vessel or something like that. Let's have a look at Lost Worlds. This is difficulty hard though, and this is dead class planets. Locate logs on 6 types of dead class planets. So I think that will give us cause to go out, look around. Okay, so here I am, jumped into the first K-class system I've jumped into, which was just down from where we were. This does not have a dead world. We are probably going to jump on to Calumet or whatever. But in the meantime, I am going to go over to the colonists, scrapyard selling salvage goods and ships, but are prone to frequent pirate attacks. Well, we'll pop over and see if they have anything worth selling or require anything. See if we can pick up any quests or anything like that. Okay, so we've jumped into the colonist section. There does appear to be quite a bit going on here. There's a bunch of salvage ships, so much text, it's unbelievable. So we've got scrapyard, salvage vessel, salvage vessel, salvage vessel, salvage vessel, This is pretty cool. It is like a proper space scrapyard. This is really nifty. It's all kind of lined up here. I like it. It's a nice touch. Look at this. There's like a bunch of salvage ships here. I'm guessing if you really wanted to, you could actually like buy some of these. Is that like a Tavera there? So let's actually go aboard. This is pretty cool. I like this. I'm going to see if I can park in their scrap bay. Let's hope they don't actually scrap my ship. Because that would probably be sad. Or unfortunate, or whatever, however you want to put it. I don't think I can fit. Ah, sad times. Okay. But nonetheless, I'm going to drop the thrusters off. It's going to put us onto running for a very long time. So hopefully, even if we have a pirate attack, we will be okay. Main orifice right here. Okay. Hello. Welcome to Claw's Salvage Yard, your premium source for salvaged equipment. Okay, can we have gravity? Yes, we can. Okay, these guys have blocks, SV plasma thrusters, things like that. This guy has blocks for CVs, even advanced ion thrusters, which you can sell them. They don't have any to buy, but you can sell them. So if I have ones kicking around, stuff I don't need, like a large advanced generator, I can actually sell that. So just having a quick look here in my sort of completed blocks pile. For example, I have an improved large generator. An improved large generator sells for 3,000 credits. It's not really worth it to me, I'll be honest. I have a few ion thrusters I'd be tempted to part with. I could do with putting some more of these even on my ship though. So let's have a look at what else they've got here. Combat steel blocks, hardened combat steel, all of these, capital vessel and base style blocks. Greetings. I don't think I have any insignias. Old style insignias? Do I have any old style insignias? No, I don't think I do. Okay. Please browse around. Watch out for pirate activity on your scanners. There's been an increase in attacks lately. Something is driving them to take on bigger targets. How do I use the salvage license? Lying about the scrapyard are salvage vessels. Each one has a core lock mechanism attached to the top of the hull that prevents unauthorized access to the salvage. Simply purchase a salvage license and then use the switch on the core lock to overload the core lock, allowing you to claim the vessel for yourself. You may then either place your own core on the vessel to remove the whole blocks and devices, or leave it coreless and use the salvage mode of your handheld or ship-mounted salvage tool. Okay. The salvage license is single use and allows one core lock to be removed. Attempting to salvage a locked vessel or remove the core lock by force will be met with deadly force. Okay. So how do I I mean, this is still talk to the scrapper. How do I purchase a salvage license? So you can purchase a salvage license here for 4,000 credits, okay. A colonist bolter turret, light. And does this take a particular type of round? Modulated ice harvester drill. That sounds somewhat useful. Wow, that is expensive. The actual automated ice harvester turret is less, believe it or not, and he's got a couple of those to sell. Rocket thrusters. Whatever the hell a veneer thruster is. A large veneer thruster. The schematic, an advanced wind turbine, and an industrial water extractor. Holy shit, those are expensive. My good lord. I mean, I'm tempted to go around and see if we can salvage some stuff and see if it's worth it. Because I'm guessing, in theory, I'm not sure if I'm in an unauthorized location now. Access denied. Okay. Yeah, I'm guessing I do not want to accidentally open any of these or any of that. I'm guessing I can go and try and salvage a vessel and see if it's actually worth anything. I mean, screw it, we've got credits. We've got credits coming out of our ears. I am interested in seeing what this is like. I've never tried this before. Let's try it. I'm going to chunk out my credits there. Let's buy it in cash, because I've got the cash. I'm going to buy a salvage license, thank you. I only have, foolishly, one advanced multi-tool, which you know, I don't have a salvage turret or anything. So this may not have been the wisest thing that I've ever done. I don't suppose he has. No. No one actually has access to a salvage turret. Okay, fine, fair enough. So now, I guess, the next thing is to pick my ship of choice. There's a bunch of Toveras over here. I'm gonna fly over and have a look. I'm gonna take the short hop actually to just fly over and have a look. Because, well, that's gonna be quicker. Ooh, that's bright. Okay. There's Tovera here. There's something else that is, Lord, it's dark. Do we not have, I thought we had a small light on the front of here. We do, there we go. I'm not convinced about this ship. We've got a few others parked over there. Don't see any others. We've got this funky looking one, which I do kind of like the look of. This one looks like it's got some mining lasers on it, which could actually be pretty useful. Because I could probably do with a few mining lasers. So that would be good. Not much in the way of actual turrets. I mean, this has got some big engines on it, I noticed. Some guns. Some big ass engines. Which would definitely be useful. That actually looks like... Is that a tall turret in itself? Just a second. This is a tall turret. So that is a multi-turret. So that in itself would actually be pretty useful. And we've got an advanced ion thruster, So we've got materials, few generators. I wouldn't say we've got anything particularly super exciting inside. A couple of med bays maybe. But that's not a bad choice. I like the look of that one, especially because it's got the multi-tool turret on it. Let's say this colonist vessel, they're all bloody colonist vessels, what am I on about? Can I please get out? Thank you. So this one, not as much in the way of engines, but laser drills, which obviously they're going to be pretty handy. There's a matter transceiver, just a basic matter transceiver, not a posh one or anything like that. No big engines. A couple of light flak turrets. And that's really about it. I mean, the major win on this one is the drill turrets. There isn't a lot else. There looks to be possibly a CPU in there, extender, you know. That might be something worthwhile. I don't know if we can actually get inside, because, you know, doors and light. Yeah, we can. We can actually get inside and explore here. So, obviously, please don't shoot me. There is an alien loot container here. So that's pretty cool. That one's actually got an alien loot container in it. And it's got a basic CPU extender. So that in itself would actually be kind of useful in its own way. So I can see the benefit of that one. But so far, I'm with the first one we looked at. These I were kind of dismissing, but actually, when you see the big thruster on the side, there's two of these. You'd have to pick which one you like the look of. This is just that's a deep space transceiver, but I'm pretty sure that is just a, you know, look nice block. As is that. So there's a couple of gigantic ion drives on here, which is nice. There is an improved extender on here, which is also pretty nice. So, yeah, God, this salvage is not bad. Can't seem to go through that one because it's access denied. Can't seem to go through that one. A couple of med bay bits. And that's about it that we can see on this at the moment. Armor locker. Probably shouldn't have done that. There's a few bits here and there. Yep, can't get through the access denied door either. Okay. I'm assuming that's a friendly ship just moving along out there. This one is essentially the same. Couple of guns. Nope. Same CPU extender. Same ion drives. Very similar state, to be honest. Couple of gun turrets. I mean, what type of gun turrets are we talking here? Retractable light flak turret. Okay. So I mean, I'm almost tempted to pick up two because the light, the core is a nice thing. I mean, the drills are also a nice thing. Okay, so we got two what look like Xeraxian Talviras here. These have light laser guns on them. They have holes in to access the internals. Obviously you can't see what's inside the boxes because that would be cheating or upset the locals. So I'm not sure, apart from like combat steel blocks and stuff like that, I'm not sure what this has. A couple of alien loot containers by the looks of it, kicking around inside. I don't see anything like a CPU extender in here or anything like that. A couple of the boxes, container boxes. Again, alien loot container. I'm not sure they're as worth it. I mean, at first view, they appear to be, they look like they're worth it. But I'm not convinced they are. If I could see CPU extenders or something like that, I would feel a little bit better. But at the moment, I don't see a CPU extender or anything like that. Interesting. So I'm going to assume that those ships are basically the same amongst the different ships. So I'll tell you what, I'm tempted to go for well, yeah, maybe. I mean, I would really like those drills, but I would like this one down here that had some cool thrusters on it. And I'm forgetting what else this had on it. This had a couple of bits on it I liked. I'm going to give it another bit of thought, and then we're going to pick one, possibly two. Okay, so I don't actually care to want to admit how long this has taken me to go through and decide everything I want to do here. But I have decided I am going to invest more of my credits into this than I had originally planned. We are not going to get 2, we're going to get 3 licenses, and we're going to pick off 3 vessels. So you, sir, are going to sell me another license. I'm actually interested in these as well. You know, taking one apart maybe. No storage, no stock. Well, I think they've got stock, I can see stock, but still, no storage. That's understandable. I would need to be connected to my ship, which I am not. But I'm going to buy... Oh, I just took that from my bank, not from my cash supply, which was not what I meant to do. But still, so be it. I can top up the cash supply at another time. Yep, we're going to take 3 licenses. And we're going to take 3 ships. And this is going to help us with some major upgrades, I think. So I'm going to start by backing up a bit, because we'll need to get out of here. Now, the first ship we're going to take apart will actually help us take apart the other ships. As you may have guessed, the first ship we're going to take is the one over here that had the multi-tool on it. And that multi-tool can obviously help us take other ships associated with it. But then we're also, it says, we'll just pull this one nicely alongside, because we'll grab some other bits while we're at it with the general multi-tool. There we go, parked up. And I need to remember to bring my salvage core with me. Yep. because we don't want to screw up there. But I'm going to go around and take off some of the juicy bits first. But then we are going to take this one with the laser drills, because the laser drills essentially are worth an advanced upgrade kit for each, which I don't want to spend on laser drills at the moment, so I figure getting it that way is not bad. I'm going to take one of these mainly for the core, for the improved core, but also those bits give me a lot of other parts for thrusters and stuff like that, so that's going to be pretty useful. So I'm hoping all this will work properly now I've invested so much money in it. And what we'll do is, I don't quite know how this works, because it says this license grants the user access to remove a single core on a salvage wreck in Colonist Scrapyard, allowing you to freely loot it without penalty. One use only. So, can I just remove the core? Core must be removed or replaced to proceed. So, if I put, I don't know, like a salvage core on there, does that work? How does that work? See, I can't put a salvage core down. I'm a little bit scared about just blowing it up. I don't know whether this will get consumed or what happens, how that works. So let me take a save and see if I'm gonna really screw things up here. Let's munch down some food a second. There we go, because we're gonna be getting hungry here. And we'll take a coward save. Okay. I don't suppose. I mean, you can't equip this or anything, can we? I'm guessing. No, nothing. There's no. Oh, there's a pad on it here. There we go. Switch lever. Like that. Okay, that's how you do it. Okay, it's good I didn't blow it up the silly way. License consumed, job's a good one. Okay, so next up, let's stick our salvage core down. So before we screw up, I'm gonna put the salvage core right here for the minute. Actually, no, I'm gonna move that salvage core. Let's hope I'm allowed to move it. Let's put the salvage core there and hope that I don't accidentally shoot it. So the reason I'm doing that is because, yeah, I don't want to accidentally shoot the salvage core. I'm going to link myself now with there. I'm going to switch over to the multi-tool. And we are going to start off by salvaging these advanced RCSs. Taking those, they look useful, along with these. There we go. Now, as I say, the other major thing I want from here is this. There's a retractable multi-tool right here, which would be highly useful. This thing actually has a reasonable amount of fuel on board as well, so that's not to be completely sniffed at. I'm going to put it in here because I'm interested to see what we get from the one ship. So I'm going to just run around like this for now, picking off at least the juicy bits. And I mean, because the other thing we've got is a whole whack of combat steel, and some of that combat steel I know we can sell. So I'm literally going to go around and pick off most of the juicy bits, see if there's anything particularly wonderful in the cargo storage or anything like that. Not so far. What else we got? Not a lot. I mean, let's have a look in here. We've got an undelivered cargo, which appears to be a Xeraxian one. What the hell was that? Oh, that's a Zascosium ore. More bits. More bits. Nothing too exciting. But yeah, we'll go and grab the juicy bits, see what that actually has in terms of juicy bits, and see whether we think it was worth it. I mean, I've got to admit, for 4,000 credits, I already think it was kind of worth it. Food? Sure, why not? I'll take some food. I mean, we could have actually turned things on, but is that that was an advanced constructor as well, which isn't so bad either. That does not want to go in there. That wants to go in the dump box, please. Yeah, so picking up like an advanced constructor as well is pretty juicy in terms of parts. Small constructor, fine, fair enough. We'll pick you up as well. We've got an improved generator, bunch of oxygen, couple more improved large generators, a CV detector, more containers, which, you know, again, not totally terrible. What's in here? Oh, hello. It's nice, there's hidden stuff in here. More undelivered cargo. That's kind of cool to have like hidden things in here. I mean, and as you know, I sort of enjoyed Star Salvage, and I've actually heard Star Salvage has been picked up by someone else and is being maintained, which is going to be interesting because I've been tempted to do a series of Junkyard, I think it was, that was someone pointed me at. But I'm interested to know whether the new, I think it's called Star Salvage Reborn or something, is a thing. So I'm not sure if that's the same thing or not. I've got to do a bit of investigation into that. But I'd love to get back onto some Star Salvage because I really enjoyed Star Salvage. Let's see what we've got here. Bathroom, shower. Normal things. Nothing exciting in there. No, nothing in that large ammunition controller. Like, disappointing. These, some grow plots, which is fine and dandy. A med station, a med station, a med station. All nothing to be complained about. Harvest controller, sure. And a harvest controller, sure. Why not? Okay. So I'm going to say that's it for the juicy parts here. I've not seen anything else juicy around. Let's have another quick look. Well, there's, of course, the flak turrets and the engines. So let me pick all that up and see where we get to. Okay, and after quite a bit of time, vessel number 1 is, I think, completely gone. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to see, I'm pretty sure, and I may be wrong about this, and I may live to regret this, that I only need, it says, one of the advanced ion thrusters from it. I don't believe I need any others. So I'm going to sell off the one advanced ion thruster and sell off any other bits I don't think I need, and just see whether or not I can essentially make my money back. You will notice my maximum speed is a tiny bit sluggish. This is because I am holding, well, quite a lot of crap. I basically have an entire another ship in my hull. I'm carrying, was it nearly 1400 combat steel blocks. So I think I can sell some of those blocks. So I'm going to try and sell some of those blocks as well and just try and figure out if Salvage anyway makes good money. I'm assuming you can make money salvaging stuff in RE2 as a bit of an economy thing. So I'm gonna give it a go and see whether or not we can actually make it work. If I get this bit over here, that means my Wi-Fi should be easily within range. And I should have no issue. Yeah, my Wi-Fi block is like right there, so it's literally like just outside the door. Right, so if I put this down, can we sell off some of that salvage for good money? Now, all of this is small grid stuff, so that's a waste of time. What do we got here? Like oxygen tanks, fuel tanks, even T3 fuel tanks. Now, they don't sell for vast bucks, but maybe we can sell them off for good money. Let's see. I mean, we've got 8 of them. We've got currently no money in our inventory, so I'm hoping that we can get the cash in our inventory and see if that will actually make us the money back. That way. Let's see, what else have we got? Where's the... I need one of those. I'm gonna keep those for now, but I might have some of those to sell later. So let's see what we can sell off here. If I can sell... yeah, if I want to sell... Where's the cash going? The cash is going into the dump box, I'm guessing, at this point. So we're not actually seeing what we're making, but still. I'm hoping we don't have any of those. We have some small fuel tanks. We have some small oxygen tanks. We have some large oxygen tanks. We should have a fridge somewhere. We have some sentry guns to sell. Don't think we have much of those to sell. We have an oxygen. So we don't have large RCS. They were advanced RCS. And we have an advanced thruster. Can't sell any blocks here at the moment. So what have we got so far? We've made 20,000 back. Now we have got the fuel obviously, and we did pick up, I found in one of the boxes that I missed just before I left, found 200 and something odd computers, so that's quite a lot of computers. We do have a CV missile turret, but I'm going to keep that. Those I will deconstruct anyway. Windows, I don't think he had a slot for Windows. Food processor, we'll see if we can sell. Those I'm going to keep for now. What about the antennas and all of that? That stuff might have been able to sell. Grav gens, ventilators. I didn't see any fridges there, but you know. So the antennas would sell. There you go. Food processor would sell. Ventilators will sell. They don't sell for very much though. Grav gen's not on the list. Sentry guns are. Windows, not really. What about you? Do you do any blocks? You do buy blocks. Okay. Only 45 a piece. But you will buy combat steel blocks. And if I sell you 1,000 combat steel blocks, that's our money back straight away. So yeah, that worked. And we've got cargo extensions, we've got these cargo blocks, elevator blocks, we've got windows. And the other benefit of this, I would say, is that if you wanted to build a ship, you know, you could definitely get a whole bunch of resources from here, like combat steel wise. You know, there's a lot of combat steel you could sell. I mean, this guy is almost full on what he'll take on combat steel. We've got hardened steel blocks as well. I'll sell those off. Don't want those. I'm going to keep these. I'll take those, and those I'll sell. So, and the rest I can just deconstruct for parts. So for example, steel blocks. Don't have any steel blocks there. Hardened steel blocks, we only have 8, so let's put them in the right place and sell those 8. Shutter windows, we've got 20 of those. Oh no, we do have steel blocks, sorry. Incorrect there, Sev. Right. 3,000 there. Another 405 of those. Combat steel blocks. So yeah, we've definitely made our money back and then some. Because we've got 20 of those, we've probably got more of those kicking around elsewhere. And cargo extension blocks. We can only actually sell 75 of those, and then he's full. Lights, armored doors, like LCD screens, we've got stacks of as well, 16 LCD screens. Bunch of lights. Can't remember if he was buying the cargo doors or he was buying armored doors. I don't think we have any armored doors here. We have windows. Oh, and we have walkways, which are a pain in the ass anyway to deconstruct because they're just plates. So let's take the elevator blocks and let's have, where were the walkway McGibbles? Here. There we go. So if we sell all of this off, what was that? 16 of those. There we go, and all of these. All of those, which is 36. Yeah, take those. Elevator blocks, you can take those as well. And you can take all 14 of these. Yoink. And that's about as much as I can give him. I don't think I can sell anything off to the other guy. No, not at the moment. So, where does that leave us? With a couple of advanced RCS, which could well be useful. I mean, they do take 10,000 CPU, but they do give us a lot of turn-in torque. So that could be helpful. And obviously we will have lost a bunch of weight now, which will be good. But we have made almost as much as paid for the 3 ships. Plus we've got a whole bunch of stuff left over. Okay, so salvage, good money maker. And next episode I will probably save us you watching me salvage these bits. But I am going to salvage this vessel and one of these. And we'll be doing some upgrades as well on the ship to put our spoils on board, which will hopefully have us moving around a bit better, because we'll finally have all our thrusters available. And we'll have not just a multi-tool, which was instrumental in taking that apart, by the way. We'll have a couple of drills for drilling ice and things like that. And beyond that, a few extra weapons and the like. So I think that will help us out a lot. But in the meantime, I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe as always, and join us again next time. Thanks a lot.